Good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to my weekly Design with Debbie, where you guys have a chance to stamp along with me. Hi, everyone. Hi, Anne, Brina, Lisa, Connie, Diane. If anybody's planning on stamping tonight, please let me know so I can slow down. Just keep reminding me in the comments if I missed your comment. So tonight, just a reminder, I've got one more week left on my host code, and that's for the month of October. So tonight I'm going to be using the Dandelion Wishes stamp set. Now, you guys didn't have to have this stamp set because I gave you a choice of cardstock colors, whatever you wanted to use, and then I gave you a choice of whatever stamp set. So I'm actually only using the sentiments in this one. I'm using Sending Well Wishes Your Way, and then Wishing for a Lifetime of Love and Happiness. And for cardstock tonight, now it's your choice what you wanted to use, but I'm still going to tell you what I'm using. Calypso Coral 11 by 4 1/4. Blackberry Bliss. This measures 5 1/4 by 4. Aren't those two colors pretty together? I bet some of you wouldn't have thought to use those two colors, but I think they look great together. Whisper White for the inside. 5 1/4 by 4. And then we also need a scrap of Calypso Coral, a scrap of the white, and then I've got some little tiny pieces here. I've got 4 pieces of designer paper, and they're actually just flipped over. So it's the same pattern, but just flipped over. So I got 4 pieces plus 1 Whisper White. These all measure 2 1/2 by 1 7/8. And I'm going to show you what to do with this one to use as a pattern. Now, the designer paper I'm using is the Frosted Floral Specialty Designer Paper. Let me show you some close-up sheets. And the reason it's specialty, let me see if I can spread them all out. When you look at them, they have a pearl finish to them. It's really pretty paper. And this is from the, I think, I'm not positive now. I'm losing my train of thought. I can't remember if this is from the annual catalog or the holiday catalog. Maybe somebody can correct me. These are the patterns on side number 2. Aren't these pretty? So you can see how shiny that is. That's got the pearl on that side also. They're all like a jewel tone on side number 2. And then I'm using Calypso Coral ink, 1 3/4 inch circle punch, 2-inch circle punch, and then we need our trimmer and stamping dimensionals. Now, let me show you the card. I'm going to show you the inspiration. This is actually a swap card that I received when I went on the Alaska incentive trip. It's from Melissa Kerman, and this has little origami folds on each one. Isn't that cute? Melissa is actually a teammate of mine on the Color Fusers team. So I'm going to show you how to do this fold. So first, what I'm going to start out with, and I don't see that anybody's stamping, I'm going to start out with the little white piece, and we're going to make a pattern out of it to do our little corner fold. So what I did to start off is I measured on the bottom 1/2 inch over, and I just added a little tick mark. And then on the right hand side, 1 3/8. A lot of you guys are going to cringe at the 3/8 measurement. On my ruler, it's not the little tiny line, it's the larger one next to it. So 1, 2, and 3. So 2 lines before the 1 1/2. Next, what I did is I drew a straight line across, and then I just used my scissors And there's my pattern to use for folding all 4 of these. Now I'm going to bring these in, and all I did was I held it up and then fold it over. See how easy that makes it? Now the only thing is you have to make sure to flop it over when you move over to the other side. So let me see, I want to put these, let me arrange them first. So we'll put the flowered images or the designer paper. So this one needs to fold this way. So I'm going to flip this over and fold. This one needs to fold on the top. I can see a lot of you guys sharing my video. Make sure you share so you have a chance to win the card. And then this one again, I'm going to flip it over and folding this way. Now, if you'll notice on Melissa's card, her flaps are raised. So we're going to add a stamping dimensional under each of these. So let me just go ahead and use the bone folder to press them in place. So these are just all little tiny pieces of designer paper. So if you have a lot of these floating around, this is a good card to make. Now let me bring in the card base. I'm going to score at 5.5. So when I went on the Alaska incentive trip, we had a swap. So I actually got a lot of ideas from the swaps that I received, and that was one of them. Now we're going to glue the Blackberry Bliss. This is one of those colors that I was so happy to see reappear when we did the new colors in this catalog. Okay, now let's glue these in place. Let's see if I can remember how I had them. I shouldn't have shuffled them so much. You know what, yeah, I'll keep it that way. Now, first, before I do that, let me add the stamping dimensionals under each corner. So you just add that underneath and press it in place. And it makes each of the corners pop. It just gives it some height. There's number 3 and number 4. So you guys, it snowed here today. Where I live, we got about 8 inches, and it's not even Halloween yet. The poor kids are going to freeze when they go trick-or-treating. Hopefully it'll melt by then. So I'm just gluing all 4 of these in place. I think I'm going to move this one just a little bit. And I would love to see what you guys come up with designer paper patterns on these. I think it would be fun to see what everybody uses for paper. There's number 3. Doesn't that look good against the Blackberry Bliss? Okay, so and it makes a little square in the center. That's so neat. Now, my next step, I'm going to, on Melissa's card, she used just 1 layer. I'm actually going to use 2 layers of circles. So this Calypso Coral with a 2-inch punch. And I'm actually going to glue that with stamping dimensionals. And the next one I'm going to stamp. Okay, so look how pretty the Calypso Coral is against the Blackberry Bliss. Now I'm bringing in Calypso Coral ink. Sending well wishes your way, and I'm cutting that with the 1 3/4 inch punch. And I'm going to add another layer of dimensionals. I actually ordered, I get 10 packages in the mail today, dimensionals. I use so many of these. Okay, so that's the front. Now let's do the inside. And you know what I just did? I just cut, I didn't use my scrap. I used my inside, but here's another piece. Now I had a little piece of designer paper left over from a strip that I had. So I thought that would be good to put at the bottom. I didn't list that on the supplies, but it's just another good way to use your designer paper. I'm going to leave just a little bit of white on the bottom. I don't normally do the inside of my cards, but I thought I would tonight. Make sure this is right side up. Oh, look. There, we'll just flip it over. I still flipped it upside down even though I checked it first. But that's okay because the designer paper will go at the top. I did that on purpose. No, I didn't. I messed up. Okay, and that goes on the inside. So look how cute, just adding the designer paper against the Calypso coral. So again, here's Melissa's card. Now she added a little copper ribbon on hers, which you could add a ribbon maybe off to the side on mine. But that's my card for tonight. And two reminders. The month of October, I'm drawing the Hung With Care stamp set for a door prize for anybody that places orders. And tomorrow night I will be live again, but this time at 7 p.m. with my Friday folds on a Thursday because I have a local class on Friday. So make sure you join me tomorrow night. I have a nice fun fold for you. And I will see you guys then. Have a good night, everyone.